Welcome to Virtual Coffee with Dawn Rickabaugh, the Note Queen, where we talk about owner financing and notes. Financial solutions, one mom and pop to another.
Well, the thing is, I've been looking on places like Craigslist and so forth, people selling. And funny enough, I just thought, let me ask whether or not they're prepared to do owner finance. I just dived in. And, I found about a couple of them that were willing to do that. We've been sort of emailing each other. But to know how to close the deal down, because I'm not accustomed to it, I'm not familiar with that, it's kind of got stuck because they seem interested, but I don't know how to close it down from the point of view.
Yeah.
What I need to do next? Do I see an attorney? What's it I do next? So
So if you're and I just want to quickly get to like some sort of nugget that we can all take away from this, especially you for taking your time to be on the call and fill out everything. So you're just saying, look, I made an offer. I have this idea that they can carry the financing, and we're talking, and then there's some openness to the concept, but we just don't really know how to go. So either way, yes, it's just like a regular. It's not a different type of transaction. You're still buying the property. It's the only difference is that the lender is not an institution. The lender is the person who sold it to you. So, if you're going to use a realtor, sometimes, it's great. Realtors can, I don't often say they always are, but they can be worth their weight in gold. So if, that, hey, look, we have this deal, we've sort of agreed on terms, and if you already know like what's a fair price to pay, how much you want to put down, how much you can afford each month, and then it's if you so if you need help negotiating that sort of a thing, that's where sometimes my services can be useful, but I don't, I just help you negotiate and think about and create a win-win, and depending, I just kind of help you from that level, but you're still going to use title and escrow, attorneys, whatever it is that's the usual and customary in wherever the place is you're buying. So, but if you already know the terms, just say hire a real estate agent and pay them 1 or 2% just to push the paperwork through and make sure it's all up to snuff. But everyone's going to be recorded. You're going to be the legal owner on title, and they're going to be the legal lender and have all the same protections as you would in a typical transaction. Like I said, the only difference is that there's no outside party involved bringing in financing. The seller just turns into the lender. That is the only difference. So all that means is you don't have to qualify for bank financing. You just have to qualify for whatever that seller's going to want. Sometimes when people are trying to sell a piece of land over here in Nevada, sometimes it's like almost nothing down. Or sometimes they want a lot down, but then the payments are just whatever you agree to, right? And so we don't have to get an appraisal. There's no all these contingencies that are required by a third party. And so the seller, instead of being on title, is the beneficiary on the note and deed of trust. That is the only difference.
Right.
That the name on the paperwork is a private individual instead of an institution. So, so basically you just have to figure that out for yourself. How much am I willing to put down? What's the most I'm willing to put down, and what's the most I'm willing to pay per month, or whatever terms. This is the you have to create for yourself. This is my drop dead interest rate I'm willing to pay and all of that. And then you see if it lines up with the other party. Now, a lot of times, see, there's so many ways. There are just there's no end to the creative things that you can do. It's not like the banks where it's like 30-year fixed, boom. It's like there's a bajillion ways to make a deal win-win for both sides. But and so if there's hey, we agree on this part, but we don't quite have it on this part, sometimes you can give and take in various, you just rearrange the risk and reward a little bit. and then it works for everybody. But sometimes people go, oh, if they don't accept my one offer, then I don't know what to do. Well, that's where someone like me who has been in the note business and understands, how the risk and reward goes, and how the secondary market for the paper goes, and all of that, and I can sort of help with that, or you can get someone else who knows, right? So anyway, I think does that help a little bit?
No, it helps a lot, actually. It's very, very helpful to know that one can do that. And, it's, I suppose I nearly got there. I was just taking it on a hunch, but I got kind of stuck because I wasn't really, really confident as to how to sort of, pursue and get it to a definite talk. But what I wanted to find out really also is to ensure that the land that they're selling can be built on. So it's those sorts of things which I just wanted to check, because obviously the distance it's a 6-hour distance, time-wise, and it's a long way. So
that's where it can be. There, I mean, it can be great to have some boots on the ground, and that's what realtors, people that will, work for you for a fixed fee. It's really valuable. Okay. Get someone on you. Because when I'm buying a property with owner financing, and I've been a real estate broker, and I've put on every hat you can imagine. It seems like tried everything on in real estate, so I'm very comfortable. If we come to, I can write up a 1-page contract, and I give it to my escrow and title people, and they make it happen. It's so simple. Yeah. It's so simple. But if you're not comfortable with knowing, okay, are there disclosures I should ask for? Are there inspections I should get? That's where someone who's local and who not someone who only does, or not an agent who does, like one deal every 5 years. Someone who's in the business and really knows, they can be very valuable to you, and it would be worth you saying, they'll go, oh, well, I don't want to work for free or whatever. And sometimes you might want them to be able to offer on a property that's not in the MLS. So in that case, you could consider signing a buyer broker agreement where you go, hey, no matter if it's listed in the MLS or not, I am going to pay you whatever it is, 3%, 5% of the eventual sales price. And depending on the price point, like if it's a high price point, you're going to, pay them 2.5%, 3% maybe. But if it's a small price point, you might need to cough up a little more, but it can be very worth your time to create a relationship. So, well, thank you for bringing that. I wish you the best, and I hope that's given you a little bit more to go with on your way, Yvonne.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But it's lovely. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Yvonne. You have a great day.
Thank you.
And I appreciate
it. You.
Yeah,
you
really.
Take care.
All right. Fantastic.
You've been listening to Virtual Coffee with Dawn Rickabaugh. For more, please visit notequeen.com.